Hey, I am the PE teacher at Phelps, and I just started teaching PE last year, so I've been at this almost 2 years now. We lost our PE teachers, so my principal asked me if I could step in and get a certification, which is harder than you think because I was unprepared. So there was a lot I didn't know about some of the sports on the test. I went ahead and took the praxis, and I noticed I don't know anything about swimming or lacrosse or rugby or anything like that. So I figured my kids didn't either, and I had a lot that when they had me for PE, they didn't want to do anything. They just wanted to stay on their phones. They complained because I made them walk or run or stretch. And I was like, well, what do you do at home? Nothing. Okay, we all know this. I have a teenager. If he wasn't involved in football, he wouldn't do anything. So I asked them what they like to play. Nothing. You know, they knew about basketball. A lot of the girls, they didn't want to play that. They knew about flag football. We did a little bit of that. They didn't like that. So I was like, what am I going to do? So this year, when this grant came up, I was like, well, I can get some PE equipment and get some stuff that maybe they don't normally play, and maybe I can get them interested in things. So I ended up getting some yoga cards, you can change it, yeah. So it's my research question, of course, is will physical fitness improve as students have access to more resources and equipment? And go ahead. I ordered some fitness bands. I have a really small third period class of like 8 kids. So I ordered those for some of them to wear just to, show them how active they were inactive at the beginning. Okay, go ahead. And I ordered the yoga playing cards. I've never done yoga, so I thought, we'll try that. And the boys complained, you can just imagine. But after they tried it, it was one of those things where they come in every day, are we doing yoga today? Are we going to do this for 10 minutes or 20 minutes? And I started out doing that, and they really, really like that. So if any of you teach health or PE, try that. Okay. Also, we don't have access to our weight room because that's for like football and basketball. So I got the body weight playing cards to show them that they could do weight training at home too without having all that equipment that they have to buy. Okay. Badminton ended up being their favorite thing ever. And it's one of those, after yoga, they wanted to play. Even my son is back there, you can see him. He loved it. So that's an everyday thing with them. After yoga, they want to, if they get to choose during the week, it'll be badminton. So, bowling, we did that. We had a 10th grade reward day, and they played that all day. A lot of them had never bowled before, which surprised me because I take my kids bowling all the time. But this is stuff that was very new to a lot of my kids. Okay, mini golf. This was hard for us, and you can see we're using a tennis ball. They couldn't get the hang of the little ones, and I used it in the hallway outside my classroom first so they could have more control over it in a small space. So we tried that first, and they really liked that too. Ping pong, of course, try to get them interested in anything that gets them up and moving. Okay, this was new to me. This was, we got a couple board games, and they got to work in groups on this, and they raced and had competition, and it had yoga activities and body weight and jumping jacks and running in place and things like that they got to play, and they really enjoyed that. They were, getting fit, but they were having fun and having competition with each other. And that's them jumping rope, playing with one of the board games. Okay. A lot of these kids, they had heard of things but had never participated in different activities. We also did Zumba, which didn't cost me any money, because I YouTubed some videos. But afterwards, I had an increase because we had a lot of kids that didn't want to participate in anything and didn't want to do anything after school. But we had a lot at the end that said that, like 8 out of 9 said they would participate in Zumba in the future, things like that. Okay. Those are the numbers for vigorous physical activity. 7 out of 9 had less than 20 minutes, and 2 out of 9, 30 to 60 minutes. And I told you I had 8. I lost a kid during the year. He moved. But days of the week that they participate in physical activity, an average of 2 days. So that's not cutting it to get kids to stay physically fit and healthy. But then afterwards, 8 out of 9 were very interested in keeping up with their physical activity and plan to be more active in the future. So this was a really good project for us to participate in. Okay. Introducing students to sports and activities that they're not familiar with helped to increase their interest, and hopefully they'll become healthy adults and want to be, more active in the future. I think that's it. Any questions? Like I said, this was a good project, so